we have the quarterfinals. As I'm making this video, we are a couple days away. You know, it is Tuesday. They're gonna play Thursday night.
Thursday night out. Thursday night out.
Yeah, we're in the future, so we'll let you know if you want to write it down, guys. We'll let you know who's gonna win here. But we got Aurora versus Bet Boom. Camille, talk to me. Who do you like to see? I personally want to see Aurora go through against Bet Boom, but tell me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a 50-50 for me, but I would say Aurora just because they looked a bit hotter. Bet Boom, no slouch, making it through the playoffs. Shout out to them. I would give it to Aurora personally. Also, the way they played. I'm just looking at map pools. So Bet Boom. All right, so Bet Boom's going to ban Inferno. They don't play Inferno, and that's Aurora's best map, so that works in their favor. Good for them. Dust. Both teams like their Dust. Okay, that could be interesting. So Aurora doesn't play Ancient. They're going to ban Ancient. Bet Boom's going to ban Inferno. So these are locks. And then the interesting bit could be Nuke. Nuke and Overpass. Let's see if we see, because Nuke is heavily weighted for Bet Boom. They have 67% win rate on 15 maps versus Aurora's 36. And then Aurora got the same percentages just swapped on all. So let's see if one team can get away with, what I mean is I think the picks and bans could be very interesting here. Because there's some lopsided maps in there. But anyways, I got Aurora. If I put my money on them,
me too.
I got Aurora.
Well, you hear it first, guys. Aurora's going to win. If you're a betting man, put Aurora, because obviously we're going to know first because we live in Australia. Next up,
that's right.
This might be, I don't want to say it's one-sided, because Furia versus 9Z, and 9Z has been putting up great performances, and as you say, as we mentioned before, they almost gave Spirit a bit of a spanking, because that series was really close. Played all three maps, and but who do you like in this matchup, Camille? I'm gonna go with 9Z. I'm gonna stick with them. I know Furia.
Really, that'd be a pretty big upset, I would say. Furia looks fantastic.
Because Fallen is retiring.
That's right. Fallen announced his retirement. I don't know if it's after this one.
Maybe at the end of the year.
But he announced his retirement. He told his wife he's stepping down finally. What a legendary career, Hall of Fame right here. But obviously they're playing for him now, right? They're playing for him. This team, they love.
This is the Argentinian team, you know what I'm saying, with Messi.
Yeah. That's right, just in Brazil, but they play for each other hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously you have a South American matchup here. Two heavy hitters. 9Z being the underdog. On paper, they are the underdog. Are they really? I don't know. Let's see. I got Furia personally, just off of the fact how they played the last couple of months, Fallen retiring, and they're going to do everything. They're going to scratch everything tooth and nail to get that map for them, to get that match for them. I'm just looking. So both don't play Anubis, and Furia doesn't play Ancient. Okay. Furia bans Ancient. 9Z is going to ban Anubis, or they want to play a map they both don't play. Let's see, maybe someone prepped for it. But it's going to be some classic stuff. It's going to be Dust. It's going to be Inferno. And
that's going to be the series that I'm.
That's going to be banger, and it's going to be loud. This is going to be loud.
Oh yeah,
the crowd go nuts. There's a lot of South Americans in Germany. The crowd, especially in Cologne, these guys are going to go absolutely nuts. Mark my words. The cathedral is going to shake. That's the one I'm putting in headphones. I'm sitting on the couch.
That thing. VR. You might.
VR.
VR.
Yeah, I might just fly out there. But bottom line, that I'm very.
It's that type of game, though. It is. It's that type of game. That type of matchup.
The cathedral will go nuts.
And we love stories. Like you said, going into this, we got the South American Derby. Yep. We got 9Z, who's this dark horse that beat these top teams, almost beat Spirit, and then now we got Furia with their stories, Fallen, possibly, last tournament, probably not, but so you got Furia. I'm gonna stick with my boys, 9Z.
Like yeah.
So if you're a betting man, maybe don't bet on this one because we don't know who's gonna win yet.
We'll tell you from the future.
we'll tell you. Next up, G2 Spirit. I think this is. I'm gonna go with Spirit. They've been.
No one's getting past Donk at the moment. No one is getting past Donk. 1.5 rating in the past.
Ooh.
One thing I forgot with this whole G2 thing. Heavy God did play lights out against Na'Vi. Absolutely lights out. So shout out to him. 1.54 rating. He had 3Ks, 4Ks in that. This guy played sensational. So I'm curious, can he keep that form? That the only way I see this is if Heavy goes on a donk, basically 1.5 plus rating and just carries that team. But I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. It's Spirit. Spirit is red hot. Spirit is red hot.
I think Dunk realizes that, hey man, this major is wide open, right? Vitality they haven't played their best CS. And obviously Navi is out, right? Why can't we not? We can go all the way here and potentially lift the whole trophy. And like you said, Donk has been incredible.
Yeah,
to say the least. So I think this is pretty easy. I'm gonna go Spirit.
Also, imagine what that would do to his. Yeah, we talk about legacy already, right? He's 19 years old or whatever. If he already would have 2 major wins,
2 majors.
You know what I mean? Let's see, but
imagine.
Yeah, there's blood in the water with Vitality,
majors,
so he knows.
2 majors, 2 major MVPs before the age of 20, and we talked about ZywOo. He's 3 for 3, but Donk is not technically not an adult yet. He's still a teenager doing this thing.
That's the thing. ZywOo is 25 right now. So, it is in Counter-Strike terms, it's a different generation, right? 6, 7 years apart or whatever it is. That's a long time in Counter-Strike. So yeah, but there's blood in the water with Vitality for sure. Personally, we're going to talk about our favorites for this whole thing. We're going to go through this whole thing, but yeah, Spirit over G2 any day of the week.
Yes, sir. And then, of course, last but not least, this is probably the heaviest matchup. Vitality,
big one.
I think for me, I'm gonna go with the boys. Vitality. Look, we talked about Kerrigan getting these guys together, playing more mature CS. I just don't see them passing Vitality. If they somehow pull it off, obviously, you got to give credit where credit is due. But I'm gonna go Vitality here. What do you think, Camille?
Yeah, same. I'm not gonna put anyone against Vitality until I'm proven wrong.
Yes.
That you just have to beat them to win the major, unless you go through a different bracket or whatever. But this is the juggernaut still. They are still in their legacy's time. Whatever they win at the moment is just going to put the icing on the cake. To me, we can talk about this as well. That they are the best team of all time.
Yep.
Period. I've witnessed the Astralis. I've watched every single game while Astralis was doing Astralis things.
You putting them over the Astralis dynasty?
The last major. Cleared them. The last major cleared them, and they had those long runs of 20 plus wins in a row, and another one on 20 plus. They've got all that, and also the dominance of them. They're clearing teams in the finals 3-0, 3-1, and make it look easy. It's that I've witnessed Astralis for up until 6 months ago. That was probably for me. It was still 50-50, where I maybe would have put Astralis ahead, just because I've witnessed. They reinvented Counter-Strike, basically, right? They're the Golden State Warriors with their 3-point shooting. They just reinvented how Counter-Strike is played, how serious you take it. They were the first who had psychologists, team physios, team chefs, team all that. They did the gym in the morning together. They were the first real professionals. But also they reinvented how Counter-Strike is played, with how you smoke, how you flash, how you execute. So whatever, no one can take that away from them. But I have Vitality clear of Astralis. You can't deny the greatness of Astralis. You can't. You just can't.
Hey,
I think
they cleared out.
Yeah.
No, I was just about to say they cleared out last year's majors, right? They won in Austin.
Yeah, and that was the big one. And then back to back, what's it called? Grand Slam thingy?
Yeah. A lot of money for
they
these
got
boys.
A lot of golden bars, so
hey, but they play well. This major they haven't been the cleanest, but they play like they're still broke.
No, but still,
when it comes to the playoffs,
they click,
they're still
no one can. Yeah, if they they switch the thing, no one can beat them.
So
until they actually lose in 2 majors, let's say they go out quarterfinals, semifinals, or whatever, back-to-back major. Okay, this was their run. Let's see what comes after that, right? Can they? But at the moment, we're still in the Vitality era, so you got to respect that. On Vitality all day, every day. The only way Falcons just need to click. Nico, he's playing a fantastic tournament, by the way. Shout out to him, because I was doubting him the last couple of majors and tournaments where he was a bit down. Nico is one of my favorite players of all time. I love his personality. He's very honest. I love his interviews. He's great. Everyone needs to click. Everyone needs to click. They might have a chance. It's not impossible. Yes. It's not impossible. There's blood in the water. But I feel like that's when they're the best of Vitality, right? When there's some blood in the water. When they know, okay, these motherfuckers Everyone's doubting us here. Let's show us the kind of stuff that these guys live for.
They play like
his Psycho Apex comes in.
I'm saying they play like, hey, we got no trophies behind us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love. And like I said before, Apex looking for his fifth. Zywoo, you know, for majors, for finals MVP, not finals MVP, sorry, for majors MVP, and you know they're so fun to watch. And I think, look, can the Falcons win one map? Cool, but can they beat Vitality? I just don't see it. I'm gonna go with Vitality. Like with you, Camille. Should we talk about the semifinals, or is that a later video? What do you reckon?
No. Let's do the whole thing. I'm just going through the maps right now for Vitality Falcons, potentially like the matchup, right? I think the map pool even favors Vitality. That's the other issue, right? Because so here's the thing: Vitality is going to ban Ancient. They don't play the map, and then Falcons already have to make a decision because they don't play Anubis technically. They only have 3 games on it, or Overpass. They don't play Overpass, and Vitality has the 89% win rate in the past 3 months on Overpass. So technically you have to ban Overpass. Then I'm going to be curious what we're going to see. I suspect we're going to see a nuke. Both teams are really good on nuke. I'm going to say Vitality is going to pick Inferno, because Falcons are ass on Inferno. For that, it just doesn't click for them. Falcons is picking, I would say, probably Dust, because that's the most sort of like you can outgun teams maps, and you can have a double AWP setup on the Falcon side as well. And then a third map. I think it goes to 3 maps. Ultimately, Vitality's winning.
It's a full series.
So it's going to be full. I
think. I'm taking Vitality. I haven't seen a team this nasty, you know, we're talking about, you know, throughout the whole CS history, obviously. But let's move on to the semifinals.
So your bracket would be in the upper semi would be 9Z against Aurora.
9Z.
What do you got? Right. That's crazy. One of them is going to
be.
One of them would be grand finalists, right? That's crazy.
Hey, 9Z, let's make it happen. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a full series, best of 3. All 3 maps gonna played. But I think 9Z, man. You just hope that they can carry that momentum from, you know, the early stages to the playoffs. Obviously, beating Furia is gonna be an upset for Furia, but I hope they can carry all that momentum to Aurora and belt to ass. Yes, I'm gonna go with 9Z. Who do you have there? So you got Furia.
For me would be Furia. For sure. I think it's a lock. Not a lock. Obviously, nothing's a lock in Counter-Strike, right?
For Aurora?
No, Furia. So I'm picking Furia over Aurora in the semi and might make it to the...
Yeah. And then the second bracket, I think we got the same one, right?
We got the Spirit. That's the big one. That's basically grand final for me. Technically, I would like to pick Spirit, but I've done the mistake of doubting Vitality in some other finals or semifinals where they looked a bit off, maybe in the group stage, and all of a sudden they're smashing. You know, they'll find a way. That's the best of 3? Yeah, that's the best of 3 as well, which is a bit of a shame. But they'll find a way for some reason. I don't know. Apex is going to flip the whole crowd off. Everyone will boo him, and that's his energy, and that he can distribute via a Genki Dama or something. I don't know. And all of a sudden, they're smashing Vitality 2-0. They're smashing Spirit 2-0. Excuse me. It might just happen. So I would.
I'm never betting against the Woo. Not gonna lie. I'm just saying. But I got Vitality as well.
Yeah. So then for you it would be 9Z Vitality final. That's Furia Vitality for me. Yeah.
That's where the train stops. Vitality. Hey, 9Z, cool. Thank you. You know, you pulled FaZe. We didn't see FaZe going to the finals last major, but they did. So it's sort of the exact same story there, but not really. But I'm gonna go with Vitality. I want to see the Woo picks up his 4th and hopefully 4-5. I keep saying Finals MVP. Sorry, we've been talking about NBA for a while.
Too much.
Yeah. Sorry. Major MVP. There you go. 4 for 4. Let me get that 4-4. But Ben, so you got Furia.
Vitality final for me, and I'm picking Vitality as well. Yeah. Obviously, how cool of a story would it be if they can get it done for Fallen? That would be an absolute Cinderella, not Cinderella, because they're juggernaut, but that would be crazy. It's like a Messi type thing, right? Like you said,
Argentina,
that's what it is. But I would. Fallen is such a wholesome guy. I love it for him. I absolutely love it for him. It's just I don't like just damn Vitality squad. They keep proving everyone that no one's beating them. No one's beating them. No, I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't see that. I don't know. Are we going to stay in the Vitality era for the next 2 years? I don't know. It might just happen. It might just happen.
Hey,
they got a great coach as well. Like, they have the whole package. They have the whole package.
Shout out to Astralis. Speaking of coach, right? He was there.
Yeah.
Countless.
Let's see if he can pull some strings for the Falcons there.
Anyway.
We both got Vitality. We're not going to, count against them. Obviously, it's just madness at this stage. Yeah, they dropped the game. They dropped the game. Who cares? At the end of the day, who won the major? No one's going to remember if they dropped the game.
Yeah, you're right.
In stage.
That's why 9Z. If you're 9Z, let's win this major, baby. Come on, baby. 9Z. Yeah. But no, all jokes aside, that's basically our Cologne major. If you're watching this, I'm telling you put your money on Vitality, 9Z and Vitality, you make a lot of money. We live in the future over here, no joke around. But that's pretty much it, right? Nothing else to talk about?
I mean, there's going to be a bunch of videos in the next couple of days once those matches wrap up. There's going to be a lot to talk about because these are some
reviews.
I mean, if you have 9Z Furia, that's going to be a hell of a match. I'm actually looking forward to that one like quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then Falcons Vitality, those are the big matches for the quarterfinals. Yeah. It's the best time to be a Counter-Strike fan.
Yeah. We're gonna come back, talk about these guys. Hopefully we see some upsets. Hopefully maybe not, maybe so. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure to check out our main channel, which is we talk about football, basketball. Hell, we're gonna talk about NFL, right? We're gonna talk all sports. Come here if you want to talk about esports. It's the best time. Cologne Major is always better than that. Nothing's better than that, actually. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Raja and Camille. We see y'all in a few days.
All love, guys. All love. See ya.